Welcome, history explorers, to an epic dive into the history of Iran, a nation whose story stretches over 2,500 years, weaving together mighty empires, groundbreaking ideas, and a culture that's shaped the world. From the sprawling Achaemenid Empire to the modern Islamic Republic, Iran's journey is a tapestry of triumphs, challenges, and resilience. This video will take you through it all, so grab a drink, hit that like button, and subscribe to join us on this adventure. Iran, historically known as Persia, has been a cultural and intellectual crossroads, bridging Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. Its contributions to art, science, poetry, and governance are still felt globally. Whether you're a history nerd or just curious, stick around to see how one nation left an indelible mark on humanity. Let's dive in. Ancient Persia, the Achaemenid Empire. Let's travel back to 550 BCE, when Cyrus II, known as Cyrus the Great, founded the Achaemenid Empire. Born around 600 BCE, Cyrus united the Persian and Median tribes, creating a superpower that spanned 5.5 million square kilometers, from modern-day Egypt to Pakistan, encompassing 44% of the world's population at its peak. His conquest of Babylon in 539 BCE was a masterclass in strategy and mercy. Instead of destruction, he freed enslaved peoples, including the Jews, as documented in the Bible, earning him a reputation as a benevolent ruler. The Cyrus cylinder, a clay artifact inscribed with cuneiform, declares his policy of religious tolerance and humane governance, often cited as an early human rights charter. After Cyrus's death in 530 BCE, Darius I, or 522 to 486 BCE, took the empire to new heights. A brilliant administrator, he organized the empire into 20 satrapies, each governed by a satrap, or regional leader, ensuring efficient tax collection and law enforcement. He built the Royal Road, a 2,500-kilometer highway from Susa to Sardis, with relay stations for couriers to deliver messages in just 7 days, a feat unheard of in ancient times. Darius also commissioned Persepolis, a ceremonial capital in modern Fars province, with grand palaces adorned with gold, cedar, and intricate carvings of delegates from across the empire. The Achaemenids practiced Zoroastrianism, a monotheistic religion founded by Zoroaster, emphasizing the cosmic struggle between good, Ahura Mazda, and evil. This faith influenced their art, like the winged Faravahar symbol, still iconic today. But the empire faced challenges, notably the Greco-Persian Wars. In 490 BCE, Darius's invasion of Greece ended in defeat at the Battle of Marathon. His son, Xerxes I, led a second attempt, famously crossing the Hellespont with a massive army, but losses at Thermopylae and Salamis weakened the empire. By 330 BCE, Alexander the Great conquered Persia, burning Persepolis. Yet, the Achaemenid legacy in governance and culture endured. Parthians and Sassanids, warriors and cultural giants. After Alexander's death in 323 BCE, his empire fragmented, and by 247 BCE, the Parthians, a nomadic people from northeast Iran, rose to power under Arsaces I, skilled horsemen. They mastered the Parthian shot, firing arrows backward while retreating on horseback. This tactic humiliated Rome at the Battle of Carrhae in 53 BCE, where 7,000 Parthian cavalry defeated a 40,000-strong Roman army led by Crassus. The Parthians controlled key Silk Road routes, facilitating trade in silk, spices, and ideas between China, India, and the Mediterranean, amassing immense wealth. Their capital, Hecatompylos, buzzed with commerce, though little remains today. In 224 CE, Ardashir I overthrew the Parthians, founding the Sassanid Empire, which lasted until 651 CE. This was Persia's cultural and military zenith. Shapur I, r. 240 to 270 CE, famously captured Roman Emperor Valerian at the Battle of Edessa, a rare feat in history. The Sassanids built Ctesiphon, near modern Baghdad, with the colossal Tak Kasra, a 37-meter-high arched palace that still stands as one of the largest single-span brick vaults ever constructed. They formalized Zoroastrianism, establishing fire temples and a priestly class, while patronizing art. Think silver dishes with royal hunting scenes and rock reliefs celebrating victories. The Sassanids expanded trade along the Silk Road, exchanging goods like Persian rugs and Chinese porcelain. Their scholars translated Greek and Indian texts, preserving knowledge that later influenced Europe. But constant wars with the Byzantine Empire weakened them, and in 651 CE, Arab Muslim armies defeated Yazdijerd III, ending the Sassanid era. Persia's culture, however, would soon reshape the Islamic world. Islamic era and medieval Persia, a cultural renaissance. The Arab conquest of 651 CE brought Islam to Persia, forever changing its trajectory. By the 8th century, most Persians had converted to Islam, blending it with their own traditions. Under the Umayyad and Abbasid caliphates, Persians became central to Islamic civilization. The Abbasids, ruling from Baghdad, founded 762 CE, relied on Persian administrators and scholars. Al-Khwarizmi, a Persian mathematician, developed algebra. His name inspired the word algorithm, while Avicenna, 980 to 1037 CE, wrote The Canon of Medicine, a 5-volume medical encyclopedia used in European universities until the 17th century. The Seljuk Turks, arriving in the 11th century, unified much of Iran under Sunni Islam, patronizing art and science. They built madrasas, Islamic schools, and mosques, like the Friday Mosque in Isfahan, with its stunning stucco work. The poet Omar Khayyam, 1048 to 1131 CE, wrote his Rubaiyat, a collection of quatrains pondering life and mortality, still beloved worldwide. The Mongol invasions of the 13th century, led by Genghis Khan and later Hulagu, devastated cities like Samarkand but couldn't crush Persian spirit. The Ilkhanid Mongols, ruling from 1256, adopted Persian culture, commissioning illuminated manuscripts with intricate floral and animal designs. This era also produced literary giants. Rumi, 1207 to 1273 CE, a Sufi mystic, wrote the Masnavi, a 6-volume spiritual poem that's a cornerstone of mystical thought. Hafez, 1315 to 1390 CE, crafted lyrical ghazals, blending love and spirituality, still recited in Iran today. Persian architecture flourished, with Isfahan's mosques showcasing geometric tilework and soaring minarets. Safavids, forging modern Iran. In 1501, Shah Ismail I founded the Safavid Empire, a pivotal moment that shaped modern Iran. He declared Twelver Shia Islam the state religion, distinguishing Persia from its Sunni neighbors, the Ottomans and Mughals. This shift, rooted in reverence for the Prophet Muhammad's family, gave Iran a unique religious identity. Ismail unified tribes and cities, establishing a centralized state. The Safavids peaked under Shah Abbas I, r. 1588 to 1629, known as Abbas the Great. He moved the capital to Isfahan, transforming it into a global jewel. Nagshi Jahan Square, a UNESCO site, spans 89,600 square meters, surrounded by the Shah Mosque, Ali Kapu Palace, and a bustling bazaar. Abbas modernized the military with gunpowder units, rivaling Ottoman forces, and boosted trade by welcoming European merchants. Safavid artisans produced silk carpets and miniature paintings, with motifs like gardens and mythical creatures, now prized in museums. The Safavids faced constant wars with the Ottomans over Iraq and the Caucasus, but their cultural output, calligraphy, poetry, and architecture, defined Persian identity. By 1736, internal strife and Afghan invasions ended the dynasty, but its Shia legacy endures in Iran's culture and religion. Qajars and the modern struggle. The Qajar dynasty, ruling from 1789 to 1925, faced a world where European powers were carving up empires. Aga Muhammad Khan, the founder, unified Iran but was assassinated in 1797. His successors struggled against Russia, losing territory in the Caucasus via the treaties of Gulistan, 1813, and Turkmenchay, 1828. Britain also meddled, eyeing Iran's strategic location near India. Despite challenges, the Qajars modernized. Nasir al-Din Shah, r. 1848 to 1896, introduced telegraph lines, a postal service, and Western-style schools. He traveled to Europe, bringing back ideas like photography, which became a Qajar art form. But foreign concessions, like giving Britain control over tobacco in 1890, sparked protests. The Constitutional Revolution, 1905 to 1911, was a game-changer. Iranians demanded a parliament and constitution, limiting royal power and laying the groundwork for democracy. In 1908, oil was discovered in Kazakhstan, making Iran a global player. The Anglo-Persian Oil Company, later BP, was born, but foreign control of oil wealth fueled resentment. The Qajars couldn't keep up, setting the stage for change. Pahlavi era and the Islamic Revolution. In 1925, Reza Shah Pahlavi, a military officer, seized power, founding the Pahlavi dynasty. Inspired by Turkey's Ataturk, he pushed modernization, building Iran's first railway, founding Tehran University, and enforcing secular laws, like banning traditional veils in 1936. His policies empowered women but alienated religious leaders. Forced to abdicate in 1941 by Allied forces, his son, Mohammad Reza Shah, took over. Mohammad Reza's reign was turbulent. In 1953, a CIA-backed coup ousted Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh, who'd nationalized oil, reinforcing the Shah's rule but sparking distrust. The 1963 White Revolution brought land reform, women's suffrage, and literacy programs, but rapid change angered rural and religious groups. By the 1970s, economic inequality and political repression fueled unrest. In 1979, the Islamic Revolution, led by Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, a Shia cleric exiled since 1964, toppled the monarchy. Mass protests, strikes, and Khomeini's taped sermons rallied millions. The Islamic Republic of Iran was born, blending theocratic and republican elements. Today, Iran balances its ancient heritage, think Persian New Year, Nowruz, celebrations, with modern innovation, like a thriving tech scene. What a ride! From Cyrus the Great's humane empire to the Islamic Republic's resilience, Iran's 2,500-year story is a masterclass in culture, innovation, and survival. Its poetry, science, and architecture continue to inspire the world. If this journey blew your mind, smash that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe for more history epics. Next time, we're exploring another ancient civilization. Any guesses? Drop them below, and let's keep the history vibe going.